All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that sounds like it's from the future, but it's happening right now. AI clones. We're going to break down how you can create a digital copy of yourself and basically unlock a personal superpower. I mean, seriously, who hasn't felt that? You're juggling a million things, answering emails, trying to greet people on your website, staying active on social media, and, maybe even finding a spare second to just think. It's the classic problem, right? There's just not enough time, and there's only one of you. But what if you could actually scale, you?
So what is an AI clone really? Let's be clear. This isn't just another chatbot or some fancy autoresponder. It's way more than that. Think of it like this. It's a strategic asset that learns from your own stuff, your writing, your documents, your videos, to scale your unique voice. It extends your presence so you can be in all those digital places 24/7. And maybe most important of all, it deepens trust because it's consistently you and it's consistently helpful.
Okay, so where do you even start with something like this? The good news is you don't need to be some kind of tech genius. The whole journey starts with a few simple, super practical steps that can make a difference almost immediately. Let's call this the crawl stage of unleashing your digital twin. The best way to get going is to pick tasks that are simple, effective, and just make sense. You want your clone to have a visible job from day one. And the source material we're looking at points to 3 things that are total no-brainers to get you started and see results right away. So here's the game plan. Start small, but smart. First, instead of that boring, generic, I'm out of the office email, your clone can be a genuinely helpful assistant, guiding people to what they need. Second, on your website, it can act like a 24/7 concierge, greeting every single visitor. And third, on LinkedIn, it can start conversations with people checking out your profile, breaking the ice. See? These are all quick, powerful wins.
Okay, so once your clone has got the basics down, it's time to level up. This is what we'll call the walk stage. This is where your clone goes from being a passive helper to an active growth engine for whatever you're doing. It's all about turning your static stuff, your assets, into living, breathing conversations.
This is where it gets really cool. Just think about all that amazing content you've probably already created. Books, blog posts, presentations. Right now, they just sit there. They're static. But an AI clone can bring them to life. It lets people literally talk to your book. They can ask your blog post questions. They can explore your slide deck interactively. All that knowledge you have is no longer just on a page. It's a conversation waiting to happen. And this growth engine starts working across your whole world. For marketing, your clone can help guide people to the right product for them. For your content, imagine turning a podcast episode into an interactive chat where people can dig deeper. Or in an online community, it could be the one welcoming new members and answering their first questions. It just makes everything better. And this translates into some incredibly useful, real-world applications. Imagine your clone handling all those repetitive but super important conversations. Explaining your pricing for the 100th time, handling the same old sales objections, or even walking new team members through the onboarding process using your exact words and tone. This frees you up to do the work only you can do.
All right, now for the really fun part. Let's get into the run stage. This is where we go way beyond simple automation and start thinking about the truly creative, almost visionary ways to use a digital version of yourself. This is all about thinking outside the bot.
Just picture this for a second. You're at an event, you hand someone your business card. They scan a little QR code, and boom, they can immediately start a conversation with your AI twin. It's not just your name and number anymore. It's an interactive introduction. That completely changes the game. Or hey, let's take it up a notch. You're at a huge conference. You're deep in conversation with someone. Meanwhile, another person is looking at your name badge. They can scan a code right there on your lanyard and meet your digital assistant. Your clone basically becomes your personal ambassador, networking for you even when you're busy.
Now this next idea, this is a real game changer, not for your customers, but for you. What if you created a clone and trained it on all of your own articles, your ideas, your past decisions, and then you used it to challenge your new ideas? This mirror clone could be your secret weapon, a personal sparring partner to help you find the holes in your own logic.
And all of this, it builds toward this one incredible ultimate vision. You could call it a legacy AI twin. We're talking about creating a future-proof digital version of your thinking. your expertise, your intellectual legacy. It's a way to make sure your knowledge keeps creating value for years, maybe even generations to come. So, wow, we've gone all the way from simple email replies to literally creating a digital legacy. We've gone through the crawl, the walk, and the run. The big question that's left is, what's your clone going to do? And it all boils down to just making that first move. The key thing to remember here is how simple it is to actually start. Don't get overwhelmed by the big ideas. The path is clear. Just pick one of those 3 no-brainers we talked about. Set up a helpful out-of-office assistant, launch that 24/7 website greeter, or add a companion to your LinkedIn. Any one of those is the perfect, low-effort, high-impact way to begin.
The big takeaway from this explainer is that the tech to scale yourself is here. It's not a fantasy anymore. It's accessible, it's powerful, and the possibilities are just massive. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Your digital twin is ready and waiting. What's the first thing you're going to ask it to do?